Hey guys, Kev here, and I got something cool to show you. So, the Loudy Shuffle. Now, I've done a video on this before, and you're probably wondering, did I switch these? Why is it an ace and a king, not two aces or two kings? Well. Wha-bam! Look at that right there. That is an Urban EDC exclusive shuffle with a Sagaha pattern in the zirconium. You can also get this in copper. So this part right here will be copper. I'm not sure if the body will be stainless or copper on those. Probably copper. But this one has all zirc, and then it has the steel inlay for the cards, and then on the back, of course, and then it has the zirc here coming through. Very, very cool. Got your standard shuffly motions. Just like the OG shuffle or the V2 shuffle, I do wish the magnets were a little stronger, but once you learn how to manipulate it, I just haven't had one of these in a while. It's very fun to do the double click. I don't just do this. I think that's what a lot of people do. I do a click, click. Like that. Right-handed, of course. You kind of come from the top, click. It's a little harder to manipulate like this backwards if you wanted to show off that, logoed side, but more pleasant doing it this way. Now, you could, if you owned a shuffle, you could probably swap this front side out with an ace if you had one. Then you could have the pair of aces again. But that's a lot of work. But it works really well. If you guys have not seen the shuffle before, let me bring the light in a little bit here. Whoops. See if I can't get this a little closer. There we go. All right. If you haven't seen the shuffle before, it's a smaller size. So some of the things I have here are the Novo Click or Metronome, which is a pretty small fidget. You can see the size there. I have the Tri Mushroom Spinner from G1. Really like this piece, by the way. This one's from Big White. This one will be directly from Urban EDC. I do have an affiliate link with them. So if you plan to pick up one of these, I believe they're dropping on Wednesday, which would be February, I'm not sure, 2nd maybe. Something like that. I believe it would be February 2nd. If they drop them that day. You can use my link down in the description. That would be awesome. And it would help the channel if you're going to pick one up anyway. But really cool piece. One thing I want to note is that this does scratch easy, the stainless here. The first set I had, I scratched like the first day. Because I think I did put it in my pocket like with my phone or something. And anything touching this just really scratches it up. So you can get a... buy a slip on Etsy or something for it, or you can just put it in your fifth pocket or something like that to protect it. When it's breaking in, I do like to take a little bit of KPL. This is Knife Pivot Lube. This is the heavy version. I actually want the original version, so hang on. If you guys aren't into knives, this stuff is good for more than just knives. And they also sell these microfiber Q-tips, little mini microfiber Q-tips. And what I do is just put a little drop on there. And then I take this guy and I just kind of dab a little. You could probably separate it. Nope, I can't. Just get under there a little bit. And that'll do the trick. And then you just kind of open and close it. I'm left-handed, so it's just a little awkward to do right-handed sometimes. So I usually do that a couple times, and then I'll go back in with a cloth and just kind of sop it up a little bit, because usually there's more than you needed in there, and it's already on the parts that need to be. And then we're back. And that's how I kind of do it when I first get it, just to break it in. Some fidgets I don't want oil on at all, like coins, but some I do. You can remove this pivot right here. So if you unscrew this, then you can take the piece apart. There's a little bearing under here that helps it rotate a little bit. They give you a tool, but I could not get it apart. I tried. It was starting to strip the little bearing cage thing that holds it in. I don't think you need to mess with that, but at least you can get this out, clean the whole thing. You can also, if you just loosen this a touch, or even sometimes they come just loose enough where you can pop this off, and then this will go that way, and you can get it off the track kind of, and then it'll just hang down here, and then you could clean everything if you wanted to, or, you know, check something if that's what you're trying to do. And then you just kind of rotate it back around, and it'll pop back into the track, and you're good to go. This also has another function, which is a clicker. So this corner right here will click. So if you get tired of clicking, you can click some more. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. You know, like the V2, I think the magnets could be a little stronger. It seems to be a theme with, you know, Asian-made fidgets. They just prefer weaker magnets, I think. That's why we see that. This one's actually relatively strong. I enjoy that. But I had to re-glue every one of these magnets, so that part was not fun. I was going to compare it to a couple things. So I have the 01 pod slider. Let me get this out of here. The color's probably picking up a lot of stuff. This is in Pay, or Ultim basically, but black Ultim. And you can see the size comparison there. So it's not a big piece. It's really not. And you guys have all probably seen the shuffle before, but, you know, I might as well show you. We can just pop the calipers out for you. I've tried to get slips for this in the past. I just can't get anybody to 1.175 on the width, and then on the length. 1.571, and then on the thickness, we are at 0.329, 0.33. So very slim bodied, and it's one of the most popular fidgets in the game for a reason. It looks really cool. It's really good for Instagram pics and shit, and that's why I think it's as popular as it is, because it's not like the best fidget in the world. It is a good fidget, and it is fun to manipulate, but it's not like the best fidget you can get. Here is a NJT hand power ulti coin, which is going to be a little thicker, but similar in footprint. And then we have the side-by-side from Compiform. Substantially larger all around in terms of height, width, and thickness. And this fifth pockets for me really well. So, all right, that's enough comparisons. Well, one more. I'll do a knife. This is the Baby Barlow from Urban EDC. So if you are familiar with them, you may know this knife or have this knife, and so it could be a good comparison. I also have the Monaco from them. Another small knife. So there you go. Comparison-wise, thickness-wise. Oops. There you go. Okay. I think that's enough for us. then we can just take a look at this beauty. See what they did here. This is the collaboration part. Obviously, this is all the same, right? You have the king, the inside, the ace. See, I already marked it up somehow. You have the track with the magnets. I believe you have one under there, maybe one more down here, and then you have 2 magnets on this side, I think. Oh, look at that. So it came apart. There you go. You have one up here and 2 down here. You can see the oil on there. And this is what I was saying. It'll come apart. And then it'll kind of dangle. You could clean everything if you needed to. Yeah, so there's 5 magnets down here and 3 up here. It doesn't feel like it, though. It only feels like there's 2 clicks. So, right? Like there's the 1, 2. 1, 2. There's no, you don't feel 5 magnets. I don't like that I'm not able to get it tight enough to avoid that. Well, now I can't get it off. So I don't know what's going on there. But I want that to be able to get tight enough. That's my one gripe with this product. I really like it. I've had shuffles in the past, so I'm hoping this is just my example here. I've had shuffles in the past where, and I know that on this product, this screw should be fitting flush. But you can see that screw is sticking out of the frame a little bit. And it was sticking up substantially when I got it. I took it apart and there was like black, just gummy stuff at the bottom, all over the screw at the bottom of the threads. And that was preventing the screw from going deeper. So I cleaned that all out. It hasn't prevented the action at all, but I've gotten it tighter now. But I feel like it should still go even tighter. But I think that's me nitpicking a little bit. As long as it's close to flush like this, it's fine. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm glad Urban EDC was kind enough to send this my way to pop a review out, pop a video out for you guys before the drop. They did send this to me, so always take that with a grain of salt. I probably would have bought this regardless because I love the shuffle. I've missed it. And I love Urban EDC Supply. They're good people, and they just do cool stuff like this. Who else is collaborating with Fidget brands in the EDC space? Not many people. So this is really, really unique. I love the detail here on the skull where it's like indented on the eyeballs, you know. Really nice there. And this Sagaha pattern is done extremely well. Really, really well done. The Zerk is all finished, of course, beautifully. Just a really cool piece. So, more of a collector piece / status symbol, I would say, versus the greatest fidget, you know. I think it's a fantastic fidget. But this coin right here is, for me, is going to satisfy me a little bit more. I'm going to get those clicks in a nice sequence. I'm going to do 1 click. I'm going to do 2. I'm going to get fast clicks. I can go backwards like this. I could use a NJT coin all day, right? This is a little different. It's still fidgety and fun. It is very right-hand biased, so it's made to slide to the right and then click back to the left, right? So if you're left-handed, you have to kind of push out this way with your thumb, and it's just a different kind of fidget. But honestly, I got so used to it that I enjoy it left-handed almost more. It's fun to click it back this way, left-handed. So just keep that in mind. If you're right-handed or left-handed, it does operate, you know, a little bit differently each way. But it's definitely one of the classic fidgets in the space, and I think Urban EDC did it justice here and really killed it with this design work. So you guys let me know what you... Oh, you see that? So this actually moves. I never noticed that. I never noticed that. Cool. All right. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. These are dropping very soon. That will be listed down in the description if this is something you are interested in. I don't know how many they have. I don't know how long they'll last, and I don't know what the price is. So that could sway you one way or the other. Price-wise, the standard, this model right here in aces or kings in Zerk goes for $280-ish. I think you can get the kings for like $275, and you can get the aces for like $290. That was, when I bought them 6 months ago. I don't know if that's changed, but it is an expensive piece. So don't be surprised if these are like $300. If Urban EDC finds a way to get the price down, then that would be awesome. If these were in the $200 range, I think it's a automatic buy if you're interested. That's just the price that these go for. $200 to $300 is pretty much what you're looking at for these. So I wouldn't be like shocked and go, oh my God, it's overpriced if it's $299. But it'd be cool if it was, $200 to $250. I think at that point, I would say just go get it. You know what I mean? At $300, it's like, hey, you got to make that decision if this awesomeness is worth that extra dollar for you, So anyway, I've rambled enough. I love you guys. I appreciate you checking this out and taking the time. I'm really happy with it, and I love seeing this kind of stuff. And the design work here is gorgeous. So I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.